Let's talk brows. Holy cow, brows are so in right now. However, if you're like most people, if you're like me, your brows, they don't communicate. They don't look the same on either side. That's why I titled this one, My Brows Are At Least Related, right? Because most people want their brows to be twins. We aim for them to at least be sisters and related. Honestly, it's difficult, but it's not impossible. The first thing you want to do is you're going to take your brow product. I love our double-ended brow pencil. And you're just going to comb through your brows. Believe it or not, yes, your brows can get tangled. That sounds weird. But we're going to comb through our brows and comb them in the direction that we want them to go. Make sure you cover your spoolie. You don't want to get lint and stuff in it. Next, take your brow pencil. I love how fine our brow pencil is. And start at the top or the bottom. I always start at the top. And I just, using light strokes, want to go down to where I want my brow to be. Now I extend my tail a little bit because I like that look. I like the thin tail at the end. And I use it as a guide when I do my eyeshadow. You don't have to. Stop where your brow stops if you want. But I'll show you a trick here in a minute on where your brow should stop. Then I go under here where the bottom of the convexity of my brow is, and I line that. Bring it down and connect it to the tail. For a natural brow, you're not going to want to bring your line all the way into this part because everybody's brow is naturally really sparse here, but you can. I don't. And then I just use short hair-like strokes to fill in my brows. So doing one is always easy. The first one, everyone's like, oh, I can do this. See how much more adding a brow frames your face, even without eye makeup on. You get your brow and you've got an expressive face. Make sure you pick the color that's right for you. You don't want your brow hairs to be black and use a blonde pencil. You don't want to use a black pencil if you're naturally a redhead. Picking your color, I can help you do that, is really important. So now, we want our brows to look like they're at least related, right? Go back and don't take your eye off of this brow. We're just going to kind of follow the hairs. Just go back and forth. Which brow, which brow, which brow. Take it slow. And bring it down. Using a pencil is great for beginners or people like me who have issues with their hands because it's really easy to control. There's brow gels, there's brow pomades out there now. Our Younique pencil is so pigmented you don't have to use really heavy strokes. I'm very lightly using this. And it's going through. Alright. They're at least related, right? I think they look okay. I noticed that this tail was a little longer, so I'm going to bring this down just a smidge. Now, when deciding where you need your brows, our pencil is super thin, and I love that for this reason. Where your brows should start on your face is you take our pencil and lay it along the end of your nose. Right there is where your brow should start. Right at your nostril, lay the pencil. That's where your brow starts. How simple is that? Just go like that, hold there, and then start doing your brow. Voila! Where your tail should be. Take your pencil, lay it on the end of your nose, and roll it up that way. It should be just like that. And that's where your tail should be. If you need to, take your pinky, bring it up, and put a dot right where your tail should be. And bring it down. Now they look a little harsh at this point, and some people like that fleek eyebrow look. If you don't, like I really don't care for it, take your spoolie, we're using that again, and we're going to soften it. suddenly you have manicured brows that will stand out and look wonderful, but they're also soft. And this is a trick that I found. I accidentally put the beauty filter on my phone. I was taking selfies the other day, and I went, how in the heck do my brows look like this? Oh my stars. And so I started looking, and I realized I look like that. I'm going to try to comb out or comb in my brow pencil. And voila, they're nice and feathered and natural and wonderful looking. I just love it. Anyhow, at least now they're related and we know how to put on our brows. If you want to know where the arch of your brow should be, it's wherever you want it to be. Some ladies like theirs here and then tape it down. Here, what I do and what the experts say to do, again, take your pencil, lay it along your nose, the very outer part of your nostril, align with your pupil, and that's where the arch should be. So not only does the pencil fill in your brows and brush your brows, but it's also the perfect guide for where your brows should be. Anyhow, I hope you liked our Are They At Least Related tutorial, and we'll get back to you later. Thanks for joining us for our beauty basics.